This is my 10-year-old Wacom Intuos tablet that I have spent countless hours painting and sculpting on throughout my entire game dev career. It's supposed to be wireless, but the battery no longer holds any charge at all. It's quite beat up and scratched up, and the tech behind this is clearly outdated. And this is Huion's Kamvas 16 Gen 3, generously sent to me to review this month. Thank you so much, Huion, for this opportunity. This is my first time working with Huion, but based on previous experience with sponsorships, I was pleasantly surprised that I was given practically no guidelines or requirements to talk about, which means that this test run is going to be my completely honest opinion and I won't be sugarcoating anything. Even though I do hope to collaborate in the future with Huion, so it's a good thing, spoiler alert, I really love this tablet. Alright, let's get this thing out of the box. To test this out, I'm actually going to be working on finishing up painting a map for the Delver's Path zone we released for Swords and Magic and stuff a while ago. I've been really putting this off, so let's knock it out while we get used to this new tablet. But first, let's go over numbers and specs before I dive into my personal thoughts and experience with it. The Huion Kamvas 16 Gen 3 is one of the newest models by Huion, and while it's not in their Pro line, it does use the PenTech 4.0 technology with the PW600L pen with over 16,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. For comparison, my old tablet here had 1,024 levels. Let me drive that home real quick. This tablet has 16 times more pressure sensitivity than my old Wacom tablet. We'll talk about why that's such a game changer in a bit. Speaking of the pen, it's battery free, has 3 customizable buttons, which we'll talk about more later, and hands down, the most luxurious feeling silicone grip I've ever felt in any pen. It's like holding a cloud. The tablet itself has a 15.8 inch display with 2.5K QHD or a 2560 by 1440 resolution, offering a pixel density of 186 ppi for super clean, sharp visuals. The color accuracy on this is insane. It covers 99% sRGB, 99% Adobe RGB, and 99% Rec 709 color gamuts. It comes with a color calibration sheet to show how it was factory calibrated. I'm not sure if this is specific to my tablet or just a general calibration sheet, but either way, it's pretty cool. The surface is made of nano-etched anti-glare glass and provides a light, paper-like texture that feels great to draw on and seriously diffuses reflections for a fantastic anti-glare. The tablet also boasts 6 customizable shortcut keys that work for right and left-handed users and 2 extremely tactile customizable dials. The Kamvas 16 also features both a 3-in-1 cable and a full-featured USB-C port for flexible connections. I haven't tested it myself, but I've heard that if your computer or laptop support it, you don't even need to plug this into the wall, which is nice because the cable is a bit short, but luckily comes with an extension cable. It works with Windows 10 and above, macOS 10.12 and above, Linux, and even Android devices. This thing is sleek and really lightweight, coming in with at only 1.2 kilograms. I think it weighs about the same as my old tablet, which doesn't even have a screen. This thing is super portable. I don't have much to compare it with, but the laminated screen seems to completely reduce any parallax you might have, at least that I've noticed. Alright, so my actual review. Right off the bat, this thing looks so sleek and fits perfectly on my desk under my main monitor. Though it does kind of get in the way a bit, and I wish I had a better desk setup so I could move it around better. I also really wish I had a wireless keyboard so setting the tablet up to get ready to draw wasn't such a chore. I've often found myself avoiding using my tablet just because I don't want to set it up, or I'll find a full day of tablet heavy work to do. Luckily, the Kamvas 16 is actually really lightweight, and with a single cable, it's pretty easy to move around my desk and not too much of a pain to get set up. The stand is great to allow me to draw at any angle I want, all the way up to 45 degrees, which is not something I'm used to, but so nice to have. Setup was pretty easy, though I did run into a bit of a headache with Windows Ink and had to Google the issue, which was freezing and lack of pressure sensitivity. Luckily, it was a really easy fix and I was back up and running in no time. One thing I had available on my old tablet but never really used were the shortcut buttons on the side. But for the sake of this review, I did my best to use them, and I have to say, I found myself quite enjoying them. It was actually a lot smoother to use than I expected. The one drawback I noticed was that at one point I started copy-pasting trees and had to switch back to my keyboard so I didn't have to override any of my more commonly used shortcut keys. And suddenly I forgot they even existed when I went back to painting. This is probably a muscle memory thing though, not really an issue with the tablet. I love the dual dials here though. It's so intuitive to be able to change your brush size on the fly or set up for rotating your canvas. I did find myself bumping the brush size a little bit from time to time with the lower dial, which isn't really a big deal during painting, but if I were doing line work, I might have been pretty frustrated by this, especially if I was zoomed in and didn't catch it in time. One of the only real complaints I have is that the screen definitely sticks to my hand a bit without the artist glove, making it a bit annoying to use without one. And the glove provided was a bit too small for my hands, so I actually used my old Huion glove, which I bought years ago because my old tablet has the exact same problem. The pen feels amazing to use. It fits great in my hand and feels so nice against the tablet surface. I was so zen painting this map that I kind of just lost track of time and found myself moving even slower just to appreciate the serenity of it. The pressure sensitivity seriously shines on this tablet, especially compared to my old one. I always used to struggle with strange tapering lines at the end of each stroke with my Wacom tablet, but even when trying, I could not reproduce this issue with the Huion. Every stroke was a brilliantly clean and smooth taper. In fact, I even wish I hadn't already inked this map because I can only imagine how much smoother and more fun it would have been with this tablet. I'm actually really looking forward to the next one because of that reason alone. Thanks to the portability, and since I don't typically need a tablet every single day with my game development workflow, though I am tempted to find ways to change that now. I'm actually excited to let my wife Jana test it out for her work meetings, for note-taking and as some extra screen space. But I have a feeling we're going to be fighting over it in the near future. The Kamvas 16 Gen 3 is priced at $500 right now, which is quite the steal when you look at other tablets of this caliber. I think Huion has really hit the nail on the head with this one, and I love the direction they're going. I was so excited to finally upgrade, and this is the perfect tablet to do so. Overall, I think if you're a new artist looking for your first tablet, there might be better beginner-friendly models with more beginner-friendly prices, but if you're looking for an upgrade or if you've used tablets before and want to pick up a new one, don't sleep on this thing. Thanks again, Huion, for this awesome opportunity. Let me know in the comments if you have questions about the tablet or what tablets you recommend for game art. Thanks for watching. Bye.